Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome to Goodnight Scotland, a goodnight podcast for boys and girls everywhere. I'm your host, Joel.
And I'm your co-host, Scotland.
And together we're here to wish you a very, 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 very good night. So I'm here with Scotland and also with my co-host, Holly.
Good evening, everyone.
And I was just thinking today, I mentioned it to Holly, that we haven't seen TCR in a while. So I thought maybe we should see if he's around. Scotland, you want to call TCR and see if he's around?
TCR, are you there?
There is TCR.
Hello, everybody. It is so great to be here today.
Hi, TCR.
Hi, Holly. You are looking beautiful.
Hey, take it down a notch there, TCR. You know, I was thinking, TCR, that in our first episode, we explained why. You're
Is that funny, Scotland? Uh-oh, someone might be getting sleepy. Get a case of the giggles.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. Anyway, we'll let you hold it back together. What were you saying, Daddy?
Well, Scotland is, she's throwing a little curveball there to our episode. All right. So, we call TCR, but if people haven't listened to our first episode, they don't know why TCR is called TCR. So, who better to explain why he's called TCR than TCR himself?
I am called TCR, which is short for that crazy robot.
And how did you get the name That Crazy Robot?
Well, when people would see me going down the street, they would say, "Hey, look at that crazy robot."
Oh, goodness, TCR. That sounds like it might not have been very nice all the time.
I live up to my name.
I see.
I can concur that he does. Yes. Good. Okay. Well, we're glad you're here for sure. And, we just had a big storm come through our area, and that doesn't happen too often, which I guess is kind of nice. Now, Scotland, did you see this storm? I know you were at home, but did you see a storm out the window?
Yeah?
You did?
Yeah.
And what did you see?
I saw, I didn't see any raindrops. I just saw dark clouds.
Okay. Yeah. They're all signs that there's a storm. Well, I wasn't at home in our brick house. I was out driving, and I saw big black clouds coming over the road, and then the wind started to blow, and then the rain started to fall, and all of a sudden I thought, I am caught in a big storm. Fortunately, I wasn't so far away from my home that I was able to just kind of swing in and run inside, and that was great. So storms are kind of okay when you're in a house, but when you're in a car, in an airplane, on a boat, motorcycle,
No bueno.
motorcycle,
That would have been
bicycle.
worse. I gotta say, today I was also in a car, and the storm was coming from the west, and I was driving west, straight into the storm.
Yeah.
And it was like I was driving at a wall of slate with these dark clouds. And I just prayed I would get home soon, because I do not like being in a storm in the car.
So storms can be scary. Do you think storms are scary, Scotland?
Yeah.
Storms, dark clouds, thunder, lightning. Okay, so what makes you feel better when you're in a storm?
I don't know.
You know what sometimes happens?
What?
Sometimes the power goes out too. That used to happen a lot here where we live, but now it doesn't happen quite so much. But I knew that the power had gone off because all the clocks were flashing when I came inside. So sometimes the power can go off, and so storms can be a little scary. And we're talking about like real storms, right? But sometimes we can perhaps go through other types of storms in our lives, and a storm can be a disruption to our normal rhythm or way of life. Would you agree?
I would.
Holly?
A lot of times people call the storms of life anything that makes them feel uneasy or throws them out of their regular rhythms, things that force them to be, search for a inner strength or to come up with some new solutions to help them get through different problems.
Yeah.
So going through a real storm where rain's falling from the sky can in a way help us prepare for those storms.
Yeah. Well, let me just draw a contrast, and that would be Scotland. You were in your home, and so you weren't quite as scared of the storm because you were in our house, right? So it wasn't scary. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But Daddy and Mommy were driving, and so we weren't in our house, and so that made the storm just a little bit more scary. Now we got home okay, right? But perhaps when we talk about the storms of life, like Holly had mentioned, we got to say, okay, where do we go when we face a storm in our life? Where can we run to when we go through difficult times in our life?
God?
We can run to God. So you think how safe you were in our house with bricks and a solid frame, right? Think of going through a storm in life and that God can be our place of safety, our refuge, and He can be our strength. He can give us comfort and rest even when difficult things are raging around us. You know, the Bible says that we can run to God. Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary, tired, and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." That's pretty cool, right? That's found in the book of Matthew, chapter 11. And then in the Psalms, I'm thinking that it says that God is our shelter. We can hide in the shadow of His wings. So think of a little chicken running to its mother, and the mother hides the chicken under the wing and protects them.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Well, it seems like the storm stopped.
it did. You're looking out our skylight window there. Storm has definitely stopped because Mommy and Daddy just went for a walk.
That's a pretty good lesson about storms, too. I don't know of a single storm that's ever lasted forever. They all come to an end eventually.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask TCR if he has a story of when he got caught in a storm.
Yes, I have been caught in a storm. In fact, I was caught in the storm today.
Oh dear. How did you find a place to shelter? Did your wheels get rusty?
Well, fortunately for me, I was at a charging station, so I had a roof over my head.
Oh, well that's good. At least you weren't out under the open sky.
But I am always worried that my circuits may fry.
Yeah, that's a concern for sure. Well, we're glad you're here and that you're safe, TCR. And you must be waterproof, right?
Yes, I am waterproof up to 30 meters.
Hey, same as my watch, TCR. That's fantastic. Okay, so what are our takeaways here today?
But are you lightning proof?
Lightning just helps me drive faster.
Ah, nice, TCR. I bet. Okay.
What type of car do you drive?
Scotland, haven't you known me long enough to see that I have wheels? I don't need a car.
That's true. All right. So our takeaways, we have real storms that we go through.
He called you out, didn't he, Scotland? All right.
That's funny. He is a crazy robot.
Yes, I am.
All right. I think someone's ready for night. Okay. So you ready? Can we reel it in for a second, home? Can we reel it in?
I'm reeled in. Can we reel it in for a second, Scotland?
Can we reel it in there for a
All
second?
right.
Okay. All right. So there are real storms that we go through. We go through real storms, right?
Yeah.
Like we had today. But then
Yep.
there's storms that we go through, difficult times we go through in life.
Yep.
And what did we learn? That we need a safe place to run to when we go through storms in life.
That's right. Whether they're real storms or whether they're just hard times, we need a safe place to go.
Yeah. And for me and for Holly and for Scotland, we run to God. And so perhaps this is a good time to ask you guys, where do you run when you go through hard times? And that's something that you can think about for a little while. Well, we want to thank you for listening. If you want to email us, you can email us at goodnight@goodnightscotland.com. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram, you can follow us at
Goodnight Scotland.
You got it. And if you'd like to support this show, you can click the Support This Show link in the description box below. And we want to thank you so very much for listening. We hope that you all have a great night's sleep. Good night, boys and girls everywhere. And of course, good night, Scotland.